Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Rag Plays Guild Wars, and Happy New Year! Happy Canthan New Year! It's the year of the pig. Gonna be doing some of the festival quest for Canthan New Year here in Guild Wars, and I'm sitting in Commodon right now. We're gonna have to do some traveling for this session. Figured I'd do this now because I really like this festival, and I'd like to record it for YouTube. I don't know if anyone else has ever done it before, and I figured I'd do it before I'd get back into Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which I'm looking forward to starting up again pretty soon here. I'm going to rewatch my last episode of it and then get to recording probably tomorrow or the next day. I hope to have an episode up pretty soon. I know it's been on hiatus quite a long time. Anyway, we're going to head over to Kaining Center, which is the capital of the continent of Cantha. And it's actually some of my favorite music in this place. We won't be in here long enough to really see it. It looks like there aren't any decorations in the capital of Cantha, which is sort of this game's version of China. It's got different areas, but you have like the mainland that is supposed to like resemble the really big cities of China. It's kind of ramshackle and you know, lots of slums and things like that. And then you have like the really nice pristine island, which I get a sort of a Japanese sort of vibe from it. That's Shing Jea Island. That is where we are bound for to start the celebrations and the festivities and the quests. So we'll go to Shing Jea Monastery, the capital of the island of Shing Jea. One of my favorite places in the game. I'm not too big into like Asian cultures and Asian history and all that, but I really like how this game did it. It's cliche, but you know, it's nice to look at, especially the aesthetics of this place. Especially for I think this expansion came out in 2006, so it's pretty nice. Now it's going to take me a little while to remember where the hell all the quest givers are. I think one of them is over here. This is where the main event kicks off at the end. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. I might do it, but it's closer to February. Whoa! We got some lag here. What the hell was going on there? Alright. Yeah, it's closer to the February 8th. I think this event ends, so it's probably held on the 7th. But indeed, we do have some quests here. And this is from Coordinator Taya. She wants us to make some fireworks, I believe, and we get fireworks as a reward. I'm just going to pick that up. We have to talk to somebody about that. There's other quests in here, and I might as well pick up as many of them as I can to start with. Really like the music in here. You know, the sort of aesthetic of this place does remind me a lot of Jade Empire, if you guys have ever played that game. It was a game by BioWare RPG back in 05, sort of right around the same time this came out. Johai-san. He wants red dyes, I think, or he wants us to go after some red dyes. Don't ask me why. And all of these quests that we're going to be doing is in pursuit of a higher goal, and that is to get one of the Celestial Miniature tokens to trade in for a Celestial Mini-Pet from one of these NPCs in here. I can't remember which one at the moment, but we have to acquire 100 Lunar tokens. We gain Lunar tokens by completing each of these quests. We should have more than 100 total after we're done all of them, so last pick up this quest by Highland, and then we'll see where we're going. So we need to meet Highland in Panjang Province. He wants us to do something for him. I think he wants us to help him woo his girlfriend. We have Fire in the Sky, that's the firework one. This is the overall quest to get the tokens, and we have to find the knights who say Ni in Kenya Province. A reference to Monty Python there. So, you know, I usually go to... I think Fire in the Sky is right outside, so maybe I'll go to Sunqua Vale first. I believe there's even another quest out there, so let's get to doing it. Do I need a party for this? It would probably make things easier to at least get a few of my heroes involved, so yeah, why not? We'll get Pyre, why not? I'm a ritualist, so I shouldn't have too much trouble with this. I'll try and play a little more zoomed in, so you guys can get an idea of what's going on, or maybe I should play zoomed out. That would be better for battles. I'll kind of make a compromise. We'll play it about there. Yes, so Hapless Chong is another one with a quest, and we got a nice view here. See if we can zoom in. Okay, Pyre, maybe not. Get right in my face. Thank you very much. Pretty sweet to look at. One of the great things they did for this game pretty recently is the developers, without pay, mind you, added in an improved graphics mode to remove the fog of war from distant areas so that we can actually see off in the distance. All of this would be low res and blurred back in the day, but it's a lot better now. Of course, the detail will improve as we get closer to it, but it's, you know, it's an old game. Guild Wars is up there. It's almost 10 years old. Actually, I think it is 10 years old. It's over 10 years old now. 2005, technically. Middle of 2005, yeah. So, Hapless Chong here wants us to do something for him. He wants us to find Guan the Wise at Cabo Cemetery, and we'll talk to New Balau about Fire in the Sky. And he wants us to do what? He wants us to bring him 10 piles of glittering dust, and he will make us some fireworks. We'll probably need those, but I think since we're out here already, I should have brought the dust with me. Next time we're in a town, I'll bring some of that. A weird dog barking in the background. Jeez. I just love this area. It's so peaceful. The music, too, is just spot on. This is kind of the starter area for factions, the campaign that we're currently in. We need to go to the cemetery, and the cemetery, I believe, is over here, through this grove or orchard of bamboo and cherry blossoms. I think she's up here. It's... I'd show you on the map, but I've kind of lost it myself here. I suppose we could always track it. There we go. Thank you very much, game. We're going that way to the green star on the map. I believe she's going to go and get us to collect a bunch of different things. None of the enemies are hostile because we're all like level 20. You have to attack them, and I'm not in any mood to make those Kappa mad at us. Kappa are a sort of a demon turtle creature that use cold magic. They're not hard or anything, I just would rather save the time. Yeah, so let's... She wants us to bring to her some Nong berries, sparkling Kappa shell. We can't just get that from anywhere. I would be killing those things right now, and we need a vial of Rian spring water for Guan. All of these things are scattered throughout the map, but the berries are probably what we're going to go after first. So I'm going to teleport to Ren Mesu Gardens, I think. Go ahead and do that. Save us a bit of walking time, and we'll go out the door into the Kenya province, because it should be closer this way. Still be a little bit of a jog, but yeah. Hope you guys are having a nice January, February. I'm doing pretty okay. I haven't really been in the mood to record much, but just today I felt like it. And I'm actually kind of excited to get back into KOTOR pretty soon. Let's start some combat by killing these things for no reason. I think these mantids are still non-hostile, at least for the moment. Currently playing on my ritualist as I did before. Not sure if I can't actually remember if we did any of the quests for Winter's Day. I think we did. You guys know how ritualists work if you've watched that, but they summon spirits, for anyone new watching. The spirits act sort of like turrets, and you can buff them for different effects. ritualists do other things too. There's different... I'll try and see if I can't remember how to bring up my skills menu. Is that H? No. It's titles. J? No. No, no matter. Skills and attributes was K. Anyway, each of these attributes, every class in the game is a dual class. I'm a ritualist monk at the moment, so I have like the monk stuff for skills here: healing prayers, smiting prayers, protection prayers, and I think those three are just for monk. Yeah. And the ritualist ones are communing, restoration, channeling, spawning power. You can be like a restoration ritualist that does other things. It works more like a healer than a turret battery. And there's other ones too. The ritualists, they're kind of they're a mage class, but you know they do a variety of things. Here's the Nongberry bush, so that's 1/3 of what we need. And the other portions are where? Penyang Peninsula. You know what? I actually think I'm going to run because it'll probably be quicker than teleporting if we just run across this province and zone into the other area, or else we just have to cross that other area anyway. Though I say that might not be true exactly, but anyway, we're gonna do it anyway. Here's some Yeti over there, growling. Yep. Get little villages here and there, and you can trade NPCs, objects, especially in the low-level areas. It might be worth it. You got all these little bag icons on the map, and that those symbolize collectors. If you wanted to get certain items when you're a low-level character, none of them are any use to me now because I'm level 20. Level 20 is the max level that you can achieve in Guild Wars, but you don't really progress vertically in the game very high. You get a certain amount of skills, and you can always, anytime you want, what was it, K? Yes. Anytime you want, whenever you're in a town, you can respec your character, so you're not bound to any particular, well, we're gonna have quite a scrum here. You're not bound to any particular path if you don't want to for very long. If you choose something in the initially and then get tired of it, bringing up my map for no reason, you can always change it when you're in town. You don't have to be stuck to doing any one particular thing. Notice on my skill bar down here, I'm actually using my mouse to press and summon everything. I can do that since I'm a ritualist. I don't have to be the fastest. So I can just sort of click whatever I want. But there's one skill down here that's outlined in gold. That's an elite skill. And that... I'll just wait for this combat to end so you guys can hear what I'm saying. That kind of determines... you collect these as if you would be collecting level ups. And the way you collect these is you can travel around the map and look for boss creatures, and you carry with you a skill that you can buy from merchants in town called a Signet of Capture. It's kind of like Pokemon, except with skills. You go around and capture the best skills. Now, you can only have one elite skill on your skill bar at a time, so you have to kind of be choosy, and most of the time, entire builds are built around the one skill. In my case, I have Signet of Spirits, which calls up 3 spirits that all do sort of the same thing. They're just called different things. The spirit of anger, hate, and suffering. Nice Star Wars reference. But they do damage, just basic damage. But that's really good because in addition to them, I can summon a spirit of vampirism. I can summon a spirit of pain, a spirit of blood song, of anguish. So that's 7 turrets total. And I can buff them to make them a little more impervious to physical damage, as well as do a hex on my enemies to make them do even more damage. I can also summon them to my location, like so. And that heals them a bit. So it's a neat build. It's called Spirit Spam. And this is pretty much the stock build for general PvE on a Ritualist. You can do pretty much anything with that build. There's more specialized ones for farming. There's a skill that'll give your spirits, all of your spirits, lifesteal so that they're harder to kill. And you need that in certain areas if you want a solo farm, which means no henchmen. All three of these guys would not be with me if I was looking for items specifically. Where's our destination? Not too far away, we're just going to follow the road. But, yeah, the drop rate increases for items and gold. The fewer party members that you have, the spirits don't count as party members, they count as just your abilities, so. But in the normal game, when you're rolling with a full party, you can get a party up to 8 in this game, not including yourself, or maybe including yourself, I can't actually remember at the moment. It's all the gold is split between your total party members, and also drop rates are split as well, except that the items don't drop so that you never get to see them, but you know, it can be assumed that they are dropping. And your party members are picking them up. Got a ghost over there. Nice view of some weird looking houses. I don't know how you would ever live in such a thing, but yeah. This guy is the Kappa that we're going after. He's a big one. He might not have a unique skill, but he is technically a boss, I think, so maybe he does. Sheldon the Verminator. Let's go ahead and deal with him. That's pretty easy. Get our Shining Kappa shell. Last but not least, we have to go to the cave with all of the snake people in it, who's named the Naga. That's what they're called. Their name always escapes me. Neat looking dragon statue over there. Oh, we've got some Crimson Skull bandits. I'm not even really using my skill bar properly, but I don't have to around here. I can just sort of half-ass it and not worry about it too much. Oh, here we have a pet tiger. Well, a tiger that's not tamed. If you wanted to, you could tame this tiger if you were a ranger, have it follow you around and fight for you. And ignore those Kappa. We don't need to fight them, so why bother? Go into the Canthan Cave, or Ryan Cave, whatever it's called. Let's hear the hissing from here. I believe all we need to do is get down to the bottom here, and there's like a well that we have to click on. It fills a vial of water for us. That'll be that quest completed. The Naga will fight us. They drop some items. None of it is very valuable here, and it's generally speaking not worth the inventory space. There's a boss right there, Lispy Stinkface. Now the problem with the spirits are you have to kind of put them up when they're not distracted too much. If you want them to do what you want, like it's hard to always get them to target the right thing. Sometimes they don't exactly target the right thing on. And there's no way to tell them what to do. You have to kind of give them a suggestion, and maybe they'll do it if you're lucky. But it's fairly random. Sometimes resummoning them over to a different location will fix them, and they'll start targeting what you want them to target. Usually they go for the closest thing that they can see, which isn't always the thing you want. Anyway, that's this. This quest is pretty much complete. We just have to go and turn it in, so I'll teleport to Tsumi Village, save us a bit of a walk, and go out the opposite door this time. take a different route back to the lady with the in the cemetery. Turn this in. I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I might actually want to do some more hard content in this game. Yeah, I'm showing you like the festival stuff right now, which isn't hard. Pretty much anyone can do this. But I really would like to play the campaign of this game someday. Maybe factions, maybe Nightfall. I have to kind of pick one that I know I can accomplish on my own, and maybe... I might be able to convince a friend of mine to come along for the trip. I used to play this game with a few of my friends, but well, things happen and life goes on. A lot of them have pretty demanding jobs, and they've sort of moved on from the game, which is understandable. It's quite old now. Let's turn this in. She's not going to help him. She's going to brew a tea for this guy. And I guess there's one more step that we have to complete, so it's back to Sumi Village we go. And we have to meet her. Down by the water, I believe. Yeah, used to play the game with a good friend of mine, and a few of my good friends. We had many adventures through this land. It's fun. Hai Len is another quest we have out here. In fact, I might just get this done now. Hai Len, hopeless romantic. Yeah, let's get this done now while we're out here. This is one of the other quests. This is hopeless romantic, I believe. That's something that we can get done. So we can save on backtracking. The guy we need to see for this other quest is down here. That can wait. He isn't going anywhere. So... basically, this guy's looking for his girlfriend all over the place, and he's having bad luck. As everywhere he goes, there's a new batch of enemies that spawn. I think there's one in this field here. A group of tree things that pop out. In the vineyard. I just have to make sure he stays alive. I didn't pick up any junk I didn't want, did I? No. Of course, you know, we're operating on NPC time here. He can gingerly stroll through the area, but we sure could do with a bit of a speed up. Yes, just a coincidence. The next batch of creatures, I think, is this bullpen over here. Gee, I wonder what is going to possibly happen here. Yeah, get a move on. no, the bull! Of course he runs inside the pen like an idiot. Like, what? Why would you do this? Even ask me to pronounce that name. Shing Jea, maybe? Guess I will, even so. And there she is, finally. Don't you remember? My name is Hai Len. I've loved you since the moment I saw you. We're fated to be together. Dude, she's over here. Oh, hi! How I've longed to hear those words. The truth is, I've always loved you too. Yeah. Oh, how a chorus of angels sings in my heart, but even their voices pale in comparison to the sound of hearing you say those words. It is true, there is something about you, Hai, something that I've always wanted. Please, please come closer. No, stop, don't. Come back. And there she goes. Wait, where are you going, my love? And where's my coin purse? That's unfortunate. Okay, I truly thought she was the one. Now I'm heartbroken and just plain broke. Okay. Quest end. Perhaps today was not my lucky day after all. Yeah, well. That's how it goes, Belle. And there's our completion. I don't know how he's able to pay us 300 gold when he just got robbed of his coin purse, but I don't make the rules. So, let's go ahead and track the Just My Luck quest. And finish this off since we're right here anyway. Oof. Leaning on my arm, it's making my fingers go numb. That's weird. Right. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get down there, but I guess it's just this way. There's Hapless Chong. Got some Kappa popping up here. I don't know. That's not part of the quest. That was just random spawns, I think. So she's giving him some sort of a baptism. I don't know what it's about. It's something because he's unlucky or something. She's trying to cleanse his bad luck, but instead, well, she just cleanses him. So, yeah, you done goofed. I will take your money anyway. Hey, I've gained a level. So, what happens in this game when you gain levels is you get skill points, and skill points, they aren't actually attributes. The attribute points are what matter. Skill points allow you to purchase more signets of capture or just purchase regular skills from merchants. But on this particular character, I've already bought every ritualist spell in the game. Got them all, even though I don't need them. Like you can make do in this game with just having the build that you want. You don't have to spend hardly anything. But I tend to always get every skill whenever I play a new character, just so that I have them unlocked in case I want to change my build. But more than that, in case I want one of my party members to change their skills. Because as you can see, since I've unlocked all the warrior skills as well on one of my other characters, all my heroes have access to them. My party has free access. I don't have to repurchase those for the party members. So he's got all the warrior skills. Pyre here is a ranger. He's got all the ranger skills. So I have a ranger as well that I've done this for. So I've done this for the ritualist, the ranger, the warrior. I've started on a few other characters. I've completed sort of half campaigns, but each of the campaigns in Guild Wars has different skills. So we've got three other quests we can do. I think I'm going to do the Knights Who Say Nai next. So we're going to travel back to Ranmesu Gardens and go out and do that. This is a fairly simple quest. We just got to kill some things. Most quests in Guild Wars just involve either, you know, escorting somebody, going to find some objects, or killing something or other. You don't get much variation, but then again, most of the quests really aren't worth doing in the game. If you really want anything that's valuable, do the main campaigns. That'll give you skill points. Go after skills. That'll level you up and give you money. Buy anything that you have to kill that's in the way of those skill points. Usually getting to the boss that has the skill can be as hard or harder than some of the missions. But the actual campaign of the game is quite good in Guild Wars. It's got a nice story to it, especially Nightfall, I think, would be the shining example of good storytelling in an MMO. A regular Kappa with those Kappa hatchlings, so it triggered combat. Once again, it's only the starter areas that that have enemies that won't attack you on sight. Even certain areas in the starter island of Shing Jea, this whole area, certain areas have enemies that are a little harder and will attack you on sight. Like this place, this island peninsula thing. So, they should be just right up on top of this hill. Yep, there they are. So these are the bosses that I was talking about. You see these two that have auras around them. This guy has a yellow aura. That tells me he's a warrior boss. She has a purple aura. That means she's a mesmer boss. Mesmers are sort of another mage class. They deal with interrupts, and they deal with like applying a lot of conditions and health drain on multiple groups of enemies and things like that. Very, very technical class to play. You have to be kind of good on the hotkeys. Probably summon up my spirits right now while they're mocking us. There we go. Now, of course, since these were bosses in a starter area, they were never going to be very hard, but some of the ones in other places are definitely not to be trifled with. Hopefully we'll see some of those someday once I decide to play the game properly. Right now it's just... So we need to go back to Kaining City, or Shing Jea Monastery, my mistake, to go and turn in this quest, and at the same time we can pick up that 10 piles of glittering dust from the monastery as well for those fireworks. So let's do that. Alright, so we won't track this one yet, we'll track this. We need to turn this into a quest giver over here, Johai-san. Was the guy who gave it to us. Accept. 5,000 EXP. Let's see if it actually shows me my number of skill points. I think that's under H, yeah. You can see I've leveled up 182 times since I've gotten all the skills on this character, so I've had nothing to buy, so, you know, I could potentially buy other classes' skills, things like that. I really don't know why I don't, come to think of it, but I guess it's because I want to get them on the appropriate characters so that I can use them on my heroes. But yeah, I'm still level 20. Level 20 is the level cap for attribute points, which are these, which are what's important. How close are we to getting 100 Lunar tokens? We have 78. We picked up 3, and we've gotten 25 per each of those quests. Gotten a bit of money. What I'm going to go do now is I think I could take it out of my stash, but I think I'm just going to buy some piles of glittering dust. We need the material trader. That's rare materials. There's the regular materials. 10 piles of glittering dust is 100 gold. We'll buy that. Say goodbye and head out the door. Oops. Sure we go down the right set of stairs. Hopefully we have enough inventory room to pick these up. We do. Always good to keep that in mind. I have a severe case of ragitis, as is joked by some of my friends, that I always have a full inventory. Usually, I carry a lot of stuff around with me. I've been playing the game a long time, and I have a lot of treasure accumulated, as anybody would, I suppose, who enjoys the game like I do. Alright, so we just gotta go see Coordinator Taya now. I'll just warp back in to save myself a little bit of walking time. Taya is up here. Taya, there she is. Oh, lag spike's always right here. But anyway, yeah, I guess I probably didn't mention that for the finale, these chefs have to cook dishes, and to cook these dishes, the players of the game have to gather up certain ingredients, sort of dropped materials from around the entire world. So it's sort of collaborated between many, many different guilds, come together and provide each of these materials, and they'll talk to each other and kind of coordinate and supply everyone with the rewards of getting all these ingredients. The more ingredients you have, the more pleased the Chinese lion dogs, for lack of a better term, are. They're called Nian, I think. They're like a spiritual creature, sort of, to the lore of the Cantha region, which is all of this. The Asian campaign of Guild Wars, so to speak, because Guild Wars is divided into 3 different sort of settings. You've got the standard sort of fantasy, European medieval, that's prophecies. You have Asia, which is factions, and then you have Northern Africa, which is Nightfall, and each of them are fun in their own way. I think Nightfall has the best story out of them, personally. As for places that I like the best, probably tied between factions and Eye of the North. Eye of the North is more back to the standard, European fantasy, but it's a little bit more Norse influenced, I suppose, with the Norn and the dwarves that you have to deal with. Anyway, I accept. You receive a sparkler, champagne popper, 1 bottle rocket, and 25 lunar tokens. She has 1 more quest for us to do, and I suppose why not? Obtain fireworks for Nubalao so you can defend Canthan village. Now, we do have some fireworks here. We have 3 fireworks. I don't really remember how many we need, but I'm going to go out and talk to him anyway, just to see if we do fulfill the criteria or not. Probably be good if I just hung on to the fireworks that I get as a reward for next year, because I know that'll be enough. But we'll see. Alright, I think I already have enough, technically, to go and get that token unlocked, but I'll save that for the end. I might as well finish off all of the Canthan New Year quests. So we need 5. So we need a couple more things. So what do you need to make this? 1 roll of parchment, 8 piles of glittering dust, and 2 wooden planks. Or what about this? 1 tempered glass vial, 2 piles of dust, and 8 plant fibers. What about the third one? A lump of charcoal, 6 piles of glittering dust, and 1 spirit wood plank. I think this is what we're gonna go for here. I'll get this stuff from my stash. Travel back in. We need 2, so that's 12 piles of glittering dust. God, I've already forgotten, you know. Charcoal and, what's the third one? I'll just buy these. That's our 12 piles of glittering dust. We need charcoal, and charcoal is a rare crafting material, so we need 2 of those. Charcoal. That's a lot of money. I might have some of that already. Suppose I better go look. Find the Zunlai chest. There's one up here. I'll just go to that one. Oh yeah, there's roller beetle racing too, which is kind of like a kart racing game that they've added as a mini game where you turn into a beetle and you have to roll down a hill to race a bunch of other players. It could be fun. I might show off that just once. I did a bunch of that when I was trying to get a particular mini pet. My crafting materials. Do we have charcoal? Charcoal. Onyx gemstones, obsidian shards. We do have charcoal. That is expensive though. We have these spirit wood planks. Damn. You know what? I'm going to be right back, everyone. I'm going to check on the material cost of these particular fireworks and figure out which is the cheapest, because if I can pay less, I will. I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so I decided on purchasing the materials for the bottle rockets from New Bai Lao outside. To do that I needed 2 rolls of parchment because we need to make 2 of them. We needed, I think it was 4 planks of wood total, but you have to buy in increments of 10 when it's a common material. And we needed, I think, 12 glittering dust, and since it, increments of 10 in all, I had to get 20. Anyway, the parchment you buy from the rare material trader, the rest you buy from the regular material trader. So, anyway, go outside and purchase those items. There's actually another quest that I think I'm going to do as well, because why not? I mean, it's the last Canthan New Year quest. It's actually in Ilona, which is the North African continent that I mentioned earlier. So after we're done here, after we're done with this quest, we'll head on over there, and I think we need to make the rockets for me. Yes, here's the materials, and can you make another rocket for me? Yeah. Alright, so there's our quest updating to tell us that we have all of the items that we need. That is one of the items we received as a gift. We also have enough lunar tokens as is, but I might as well finish off the rest. So we're left over with 4 glittering dust piles. I think we needed more. Then we must have needed 8 and 8. But now we have all of the items we need to go and do this quest. So I'm going to warp over to Sumi Village. Sumi. I always say me, but like Sumi Village, but it's probably Sumai Village. Unless the Canthans do their EIs differently than the Germans. Which, completely possible. Hey, this guy's my armor, except it's dyed differently. I like this set of armor, is nice. It's ancient armor. It's one of the armors from Nightfall, which kind of looks like a mummy. Accentuates certain features. But it's even good looking on the males as well. Mine is nicely dyed, I think, anyway. I'm going to hide this in towns and outposts so that you can see my lovely ritualist's face. Anyway, we need to keep our inventory open for this because we actually have to use these fireworks that we've purchased to do stuff. And I have to be rather quick about this. And hopefully I can do it in one run, or I'm going to look like an idiot in front of a lot of people. Right. So, immediately, there's groups of bad creatures. Neon, the Chinese lion dogs, basically, of this game, that come around, and you have to scare them away by using fireworks. Northeast. Oh shit, wrong way. Okay, I can get there. No problem. We'll use the sparkler on these ones. Hey. Oh, no, game, no. Got him, though. Alright. Now they are west. We're going the right way. That's good. Get out of the way! Aw, shit, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Aw, damn it, get in. Come on. Ah, yes! Just in time. I had to use one too many on that one, but good grief, that was close. God, I hope this is still recording. I'm definitely going to check it as soon as I get back in. But, I don't know why it alt and tabbed there. That was really annoying. That could have fucked us. But, I think since we have gotten victory, we need to go see Coordinator Taya, so I'm going to warp to Shing Jea Monastery again, and then I'm going to check the recording. Alright? Alright, I will be right back, folks, again. Alright, everyone, it looks like we're good. Recording took, after all, even with that alt and tab. I'm going to go turn in this quest, and then go swing over to Ilona to do the last one. Coordinator Taya. What is with the lag spikes right here? It's strange. We accept. Another level up. Another skill point. Huzzah! Add that one to the pile. Now, keep in mind we still have the final reward to go and turn in, but I'll save that for the very end of this video. We're going to go to Lion's Arch. Not Lion's Arch, my mistake. We're going to go to Commandant, the Jewel of Istan. Central trading hub for the entire game. If you want to buy or sell anything from the player base, this is the place to come. And it's all done up for Canthan New Year as well. This is where we started the video, I do believe. People are selling lots of things down here in the chat window if you are so inclined to buy. But we are not. We are doing something else. We need to go out to the plains of Jaren. Actually, I think it'd be quicker if we go from the Sun Spear Great Hall. So I'll teleport to there. In this game, you can teleport anywhere where you've already been, but you do have to get to the place before you can do that. It's one of the things I always make sure I do whenever I play this game on a new character, is always get all the outposts. Used to kind of drive me nuts whenever my friends wouldn't, because it would just take forever to go and get them. You know, that's something that everyone should do, is get those so that you can always take the quickest road to wherever you're trying to get to. Here we have Elder No Fun and Fej, the little child, who's replying very rightly that he is not his father. Being a bit of a troll. They're gonna have their spiel. There is some voice acting in this game. Most of the quests are not voice acted. Side quests and side characters. Just mainly the cutscenes in the main mission are the main missions. Anywhere where you see these big double cross swords and a spear in Nightfall are missions, and as you can see, I've done all of them. Each of the swords symbolizes whether you have completed the bonus objective or not. So I believe the spear is actually a time limit as well. Like, there's bonuses if you complete things in a certain amount of time, and I have to say that's all thanks to my friend Zed, who used to play this game with me. Whenever I needed him whenever I needed his help, he was always there. And I appreciate all the runs he made through this game, just to help me out, because I'm a cheap bastard and I didn't want to pay for my own hero's skills. I had my own goals, but he was always up for a run through Guild Wars. It was fun times. Hope to do it again someday. But I don't think it'll be for a long time. Yeah, we have to see either one of these now. Like, they both have quests. Now we can choose to side with Elder No Fun, or we can choose to side with Fej here. And, you know, I think the Canthan New Year is all about fun. Let's side with the kid. We're gonna troll the old man. Retrieve a box of Fej's fireworks from his home in Ceylon Reach. So Ceylon Reach is over here. The quickest way would be to go from the Jokiner Diggings, which is a mission outpost. To go out this door. Incidentally, this is the island of Istan that we're on, the starter area for Nightfall, the Nightfall campaign. The next area you travel to during this one would be Korna, which is the south here, and then you go into Vabi, which is up here, and then lastly over into the Desolation, basically this sort of sulfurous plain. Not a very nice place. I do like the Nightfall campaign. I especially like the itemization in it. It's got a lot of nice skins. That's really what Guild Wars is all about, because once you reach level 20, there's no character progression per se, besides making sure you have good armor, which good armor in this game is very easy to get. It's only skins that are really expensive, so if you just want to have the bare minimum to do as many dungeons as you feel like, the dungeons reward skins and you know, better weapons and stuff. But you know, even weapons and armor in this game, you can get the best of the best easily. If all you care about is stats, that's easily attainable. But if you want things like looks, I made myself out to look like a mummy. This is going to cost you money, like in-game money, of course, not real money, which is great. I hope these don't attack, but it looks like they're going to. Right. Pick up the money, what little there is, even though it gets divvied up between party members. Lunar token. This area is very peaceful. I'm not sure where I would consider the best looking campaign. It would probably be Eye of the North or Nightfall. Just relatively speaking, it's got the most kind of detailed landscapes, we'll say. Factions is pretty good too in certain areas, but not all of the areas. Kinding City is pretty drab. You go through there, the main sort of area that you're in Factions. A giant city. Lots of flat textures in there. Lots of flat sort of landscape, just ramps and things. All the enemies in this game are sort of parodies of, you know, real-world animals. Those iron-toothed drakes kind of look like crocodiles a little bit. You know, you've got giant termites and things like that. The things that you would expect to find, you know, in Africa or Asia or Europe or something, they're all sort of represented as creatures in the game. Now, this is another side quest that's kicking in because we're coming up into a little village over here. Shrine of Melandru. We're not here for that. We're gonna go and find this box of fireworks. Which, I think it's Jer that we have to talk to. Maybe. Yeah, so he tells us it's not here. And somebody stole them. Some Corsairs stole them, so they're right down here. We'll just cut across this river. Some big boats. Sort of a swampy section. This whole island is kind of like a swampy jungle. With some plains mixed in. One thing I wouldn't mind doing is a treasure run someday. Corsairs. This guy's hurt quite a bit, believe it or not. We get a whole 0 experience for killing these. Because of course we're too high level now. This being a starter area. See if we can cut through here and avoid most of them. It's a very shallow river. Just need to follow it south. Scale. Let's see if we can slip by them. I suspect not. Yeah. Not gonna happen. Hey, a flamingo. Some good memories about these guys. Another pet you can have if you're a ranger, or if you're dual classed as a ranger, you can have a flamingo follow you around. They're pretty neat. And the Corsairs have stolen the box of sparklers that are right there. Just kill them really quick. In fact, I'll just pick it up right now. Let my party members clean these guys up. And head back to the plains of Jaren by way of the Sunspear Great Hall. At the door we go. Right. So now that we have the sparklers, it's asking us to distract Elder No Fun before you give him a hot foot. Distract Elder No Fun, you have to dance, I believe. So /dance. And we put some sparklers down underneath his feet, and now we can talk to Fej, claim our reward. And that is all of the quests. Let's go back to Kaining City and then to Shing Jea Island and get our Celestial Mini-Pet, which is the reward for all of this. No, not there. It's Shing Jea Monastery. Right, so take my sister please. We need to see Ikura for a reward, and Ikura is there. We have an inventory slot available. Yes, we do. Always make sure before collecting rewards that you don't accidentally not have any room left. And that is our Celestial Miniature Token. You can only get one of these per year, and you get it by turning in the Lunar tokens. So we have 54 left over. I don't remember. This is it. So the little girl Quilly, right beside her, trades for Celestial Miniatures. And the mini I want this year, I already have the dog, I have the rooster. I have the sheep, I have the snake, I have the dragon, I have the rabbit. I'm thinking either the ox or the pig this year, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be the ox. I do like oxes. Oxen. Yes. We will exchange for that. Goodbye. And now we have our celestial mini ox. See if I can zoom in on him. There he is. Cool little cow mini pet. And I'm working on, I'm working on a collection. What else do I need now? So I need the pig still. I need a rat. I need the tiger. And the horse. And the monkey. Next year, probably the pig. Year after that, either the tiger or the rat. We'll have to see. If the game is still going by then, I really gotta. I really got to give it to them that I wouldn't have expected them to keep Guild Wars going this long. We're already cycled back into the Year of the Pig this year, and if the event had been running as it should have been running up until now, you didn't used to be able to get these mini pets except by a very rare drop in some of the festival grab bags that you get in the finale of this event, but they made it a few years ago because I guess the developers didn't think that this game that the publisher would continue funding it all these years later. They made it available to unlock all the other ones because they figured that they would never get that high, into the 2000s, basically all the way to 2019 to reset the cycle. This event began. I don't know how many mini pets are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 celestial years. So this event began 12 years ago with the mini pig. That's a long time ago. 12 years ago would be 2006. So the very year this game came out, basically, is when this started going on. So yeah, they didn't think it would ever get this far. There would ever be that many years to even acquire these properly. So they just gave you the ability to get the token and unlock each of them, any of them that you wanted at any year. So I picked the cow this year. I'm not sure what year that would have been. That would have been 2008, I suppose. And if there's 12 years from 2008, it'd be 2020. Yeah. That's cool. Another year. Another Canthan New Year. Kick my party. See what we got all in all. We collected 1,500 gold. Not too bad for not doing much of anything. I've got my celestial cow that is going to go to a different character that fits it a little bit better. I've got some leftover materials. I've got some red dye. We got these fireworks that I do think I'm going to save for next year so I don't have to buy any more, because it was rather annoying not having the exact amount. I think I'll just store them on a different character. And get a little bit of red dye. Got an extra lunar token. Let's go put this stuff away. Then we'll end the episode. Up to my stash here. There's one of the neon. It's waiting for the Canthan New Year to kick off the actual day of. When the Emperor comes out, I think it's the Emperor. There's actually two, I will say, factions or Canthan-themed holidays in the game. There's also the Dragon Festival, which occurs in July, right around Independence Day if you live in the States. And you can get masks, different costumes, as a reward for that. Though I already have them all. I've been in the game so damn long that, like everything else, throw my red dye in there and throw my lunar tokens here. 80 total. I'll sell that on my own time. We'll deposit the funds. It's up to 96,000 gold. Not too shabby. I'm not very rich, but I do have a lot of nice items over the years that I've spent most of my money on. Various armors, shields, and crafting materials and whatnot. Anyway, folks, a belated Happy New Year to you all, and Happy Chinese New Year, I guess. Since we are in February now, I think Chinese New Year is in February every year, isn't it? Or does it follow sort of a first Monday of every, I don't know. You know what I mean, like how Thanksgiving works in the States, or how Easter works, that sort of day, that it's not set to a day, but it's set to the first, the first weekend or something. I don't know how it works. Anyway, I think tomorrow I'm going to be recording Knights of the Old Republic, and I'm going to be happy to get back into that. I think we're going to Kashyyyk. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. This episode will be quite a long one, but it's nice to talk to you all again, anyone who's still around. I'll see you all real soon, hopefully. Bye-bye.